what's going on, Hero Clash? Welcome back to a brand new Thanksgiving event and a new hero. Yes, the new Tree Spirit is here, and I'm excited. I'll be going over him 100% like a due diligence video, plus tips and tricks when it comes to the Thanksgiving event as well. So sit back, relax, thumbs up, subscribe if you're brand new, and of course become elite if you want to show support for the channel. Greatness supporting greatness. Make sure you become elite by clicking the first link in the description. Let's go. Here we go. So first things first, we have is Bard's Song. Interesting choice for the event name. They shouldn't they did Yord's song, or the Force Sea song? Isn't Bard Denise? Okay, so first things first, we have his value pack. Now, in my personal opinion, after reading what this hero does, I do think he is worth getting up to legendary. And then once he hits the faction token thingies, then I would probably take him up a little bit higher. And I think the main plan for me is going to wait for him to hit the S plus cards, probably the second best S plus cards, and that's when I think I will take him up to Eternal. It all comes down to, are you a competitive player? Are you PvE player? I do think he is good for both because he does mitigate damage, you know, with the new res and everything. But we'll get to that in a couple seconds. So over to Journey Trial, we have, y'all already know, yeah, in a few days we're going to do all these in one. You know what? Prediction time. I think these ones are going to be extremely easy. I think they're going to be super easy like the last one. Moving to limited offer. Now, you know, my personal opinion, I never think anything down here is worth it. And when it comes to these, it just depends where you are at. 6.6 thousand blue diamonds for 30 of them. If it grants you another excellent piece of him, then I do think it's worth it. The farthest I think anyone should go, in my opinion, is probably the 25 bucks for 50 if it can grant you another piece. However, pushing past any of that, then you're going to be paying 3-4x the price for them, and I just think that's just a bad move on Hero Clash's part. Now, there are people out there that do it, you know, to each their own, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You could have 100,000, a million, 10 million. It just, I don't see it, you know. But then again, it's my opinion, and to each their own. Okay, moving on to hero order. Y'all already know. Yes, 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 yes. Moving on to the summon. Yeah, obviously we already been there. So let's go over to the free. Let's do a 2-day trial.
Life is not about staying, but about the journey.
Yes, the wisdom. Let's go. It's all about the journey. Let's go. Just saying. Here we go. So let's head over to him really quick. And then heroes. And then here he goes.
Wind that stirs the leaves.
Baby.
Where do you come from?
Wisdom. He kind of reminds me of Edric a little bit. You know, like Edric could be the long lost mushroom son or something. I don't know. It's because of that. Anyways, let's first go over to the skills. We have his first core skill of Universal Chord. Yord grants all allies Harmonious Chord that lasts 1 turn. If an ally already has Harmonious Chord, its duration is extended by 1 turn on them. Harmonious Chord, increase res by 24%. What is res? A special defense stat that reduces damage taken. We've seen this before when it comes to the brand new Beast Skin hero, Rex. So obviously the new stat in town is res. It's going to be reducing damage taken, and that's going to be something you're going to want to focus on now and moving into the future. It's not going anywhere. It's just going to get stronger, and then you're going to have counter to the counter. You guys know how it goes. Level 2, increase res by 32%, and then level 3, increases res by 40%. That is extreme. Dude, 40% is a lot. Just saying. Just to have him on the field right there. Just to have on your team, 40% res. Boom. Too easy. So I wonder what the other core skills and basic skills do. Here we go. Moving on to the second core skill we have is Echoing Resonance. Did I say that right? I hope so. Oh well. If an ally loses HP from enemy action and survives, Yord cast Echoing Resonance, healing the ally by 40% of the HP lost from that action. So let's say, you know, enemy Porcelina does 10 million damage to your Dragonic or whatever, and Yord is on the field without any other, you know, heroes giving HP or bonuses or whatever. Simple math would be 40% of 10 million would be 4 million HP. So if Dragonic lost 10 million to enemy Porcelina, he'll be getting 4 million of that HP back from Yord. Okay, if the amount of healing from Echoing Resonance in this turn exceeds 90% of Yord's base HP before calculating the receiving healing, he will not cast Echoing Resonance in this turn. Interesting. Level 2, Echoing Resonance healing cap increases to 120% of his base HP. Level 3, healing cap increases to 150% of his base HP. Base HP, not max HP, base HP. Okay. Level 4, healing cap increases to 180% of his base HP. If Echoing Resonance healing cap isn't reached by the end of the turn, heals the team for 15% of HP. Nice. 15% of HP. Is that base HP? I wish they would specify what it actually is. 15% of HP. It's kind of broad. Now, are they talking about base HP? Are they talking about max HP? Are they talking about... I wish they would add a word in there. But we'll find out. Moving on to Travel Invitation. Yord's basic attack deals damage equal to 10% of his max HP to front row enemies and heals 2 allies with the lowest HP for 10% of his max HP. Now we're getting to the max HP category, so y'all already know when it comes to his stats. HP. Level 2, increased damage to 15% of his max HP and healing amount to 15% of his max HP. Level 3, 20%. For both. And then level 4, if any ally's HP is below 40% after an enemy takes action, Yord casts Travel Invitation. Passive cannot trigger if affected by CC. The skill can trigger up to one time per turn. Yo, let's go. Too easy. Moving on to Safe Prelude, we have is at the start of the battle, increases damage reduction and received healing by 15%. Level 2, 20%. Level 3, 25%. Yo, y'all already know. Defense, defense, defense. He's one of those heroes you're going to want to keep on the battlefield, and he doesn't have any good properties to where if he does perish, he does, lose in a battle. His effects stay for multiple turns like other heroes. So he's one of those heroes that's going to need a lot of HP and a lot of defense so he can actually remain on the battlefield so he's effective, right? So moving on to his Awakening skill, we have his Wind of Rebirth. When HP falls below 50% for the first time, increase debuff res by 30% and received healing by 50% for 3 turns. Kickadoodles. Now let's really quick move into his gear skill. Let's go. We have his Harmonious Chord at additionally increases damage reduction by 8%. Level 20 is 12%. Level 30 is 16% plus at the start of the battle. Grant all allies Harmony Chord that lasts 1 turn. Cool beans. However, level 40 is where you're going to want to get him to. If you're working on this hero and you plan on maxing him out, you have to get him to level 40 just because of what's coming right now. Additionally, increased damage reduction by 20%. Cool beans. Upon the first cast of Universal Chord, Harmonious Chord duration is extended by 1 extra turn. Boom, that property is extremely OP and making his level 40 a must go. If you're going to work on him, you have to get him to 40. 31 is not bad, but 40 is the cake, the butter, the cherry on top, It's the syrup to the pancakes. It's the milk to the cereal, It's the chocolate milk syrup to the chocolate milk or to the milk. Yeah, 100% level 40. Okay, so now moving on to what is my recommendation when it comes to... Let's start here. Well, 100%, I'm going to have to go with... Where are you at? HP slash damage reduction. I think that's going to be the perfect properties. Let me show you a really good one. Where is Dream at? Is it on Fagin? No, it's not Fagin. Where are you at? No, it's on Ruth. We got, that one's... No, that one kind of... I want to show a good example of HP. I keep pulling them, but I can't find them. Here, there's double HP, 8%, plus the T2 attribute is HP as well. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Ruth, baby. 435. That makes 12% HP plus the 8% T2 attribute. That's 20% right there. If you had 4 of these, that would be monstrous. However, you're going to want to focus on damage reduction as well. HP is great. Get his HP super sky high. However, it's going to come down to damage reduction. You want him to be able to last. If you have a high HP and no damage reduction, he's just going to get wiped out by some poor Selena or whoever, So you're going to have to find that good balance between the two. And it all comes down to knowing what your enemy is going to do, what the enemy battlefield going to look like. It literally comes down to you reading the enemy battlefield or knowing what the enemy is going to do, what their lineup's going to be, what their artifacts are going to be. We're getting into that era of Hero Clash where it's important for you to know what your heroes do, but it's more important to know what your enemy is going to do on the battlefield. Trust me. So with that being said, when it comes to armor attributes, HP / damage reduction, damage reduction. Okay. For right now. Now moving forward to the talents. Let's see. Legendary talent. I'm gonna have to go to slap an Esper shield for 2 turns. You gain 25% shields. Like I said, if you have a game plan of your heroes only lasting 2-3 turns and getting the dub, then he's perfect for Esper shield. Okay. Moving on, and slap that on real quick. Moving on to moving on to mythic talent. Now with this one, I'm 100% have to go with vital armor or selfless protection. One of those two. It depends on what your hero lineup is and what the enemy is doing. However, vital armor, when receiving an attack, inflict 1 mark on the attacker, reducing their damage to the maker by 6%, stacks up to 5 times. Especially those heroes that do like little tidbits of damage, you know, 1%, 5%, or whatever. And if Yord is receiving healing, you can easily get this up 5 times, so 30% damage reduction with him. So I think that's great. I think that's phenomenal. Vital armor, like I said, it depends on your lineup, but you could rock out self protection as well. Okay, moving forward to transcendent talents. Now there's not really many. You could go with Cathexis depending on if the enemy has a lot of CC on the fields. You know, they're rocking out the Silsel plan, trying to get that good old debuff on you. But if not, then I would probably rock out Violent Recovery or Excess Heal. Like I said, we're in that era. It just literally comes down to who the allies are and who the enemy is. So one of these 3, Violent Recovery, Cathexis, or Excess Heal. If you choose Violent Recovery, make sure you focus on his crit a little bit. At least get it above 50, 60, 70%. And then there are heroes that grant a crit increase as well, especially artifacts as well. So I would recommend you have to know what you're doing at this point in Hero Clash, okay? And if you're brand new, keep trucking, enjoy the journey. What he says, enjoy the journey, you know? So I'm going to slap on probably Violent Recovery. Moving on to the Eternal talent. Now this one's interesting. I'm probably going to, since you're getting a super high HP, I'm probably going to go with Rampart. Gain that shield equal to 10% of HP, then grant the same shield to allies in the same column. The effect has a 2-turn cooldown. But if you have them at 40 million, you know, max HP, and 10% of that goes to, you know, just saying that's 4 million going to someone in the column. And so if he's in the front, you know, left side row, and then in the same column could be, you know, Porcelina, it could be any attacker that's going to receive that shield, you know, Natalie or whoever, Phoenix, depending on who you're rocking out, you know. Other than that, yeah, I don't see, there's not really other ones you could focus on with them. Is defense, you know. Okay, now moving on to good old runes, baby. Let's go. Let's see what to rock out. The game obviously gave us Phantom. I agree with Phantom, depending on the scenario. I do think Evolution is 100%. Yes. No matter what combination you go with, is going to be Evolution on there, 100%, without a shadow of a doubt. But when it comes to the other 4 runes, let me just scoot on over to
the moonlight
Sophia really quick so I can actually click stuff. There's so many you could choose from. You have Shelter, Holy Guard, you know, you have Phantom, Guardian. Dude, there's so many good runes you can choose, and that's why I always say it comes down to...
Life is not about staying, but about the journey.
It comes down to your arsenal. That's why I have the Arsenal series on this channel. It comes down to what you have in the bag, what you have in the vault. Versatility, you know? So there's other minute strategies you could test out with the free runes, but we're getting to the point where the free runes just not going to cut it, in my personal opinion. It would be interesting to try out Domination, though, too. Just saying. If someone wants to test out Domination Evolution combination, let me know in the comments, yo. That'd be awesome. Okay, now moving on to artifacts. Let's go, Esper. Interesting. There's not really any great artifacts for him, at least for Esper. time, you get the HP damage reduction. I would probably choose Time Amulet or maybe Sun Amulet, but that's giving you attack HP, which is not that good. But you're recovering max HP, so I would rock out Sun or Time, just depending on what your strategy is. Okay. Moving on to good old Holy Praise. Now, in my personal opinion, I think, dude, Spirit Song Necklace, I think, is the move. However, we're getting into that part where it's, who are you going to pair Yord up with? Are you going to pair him up with Rex, with Ruth Cave on the front line? So then those three heroes are going to fight for who gets Spirit Song Necklace. Ooh, that's a tough one. Right now, I have Spirit Song on Ruth, so he lasts longer. But if I put Yord next to Ruth in the front row, that means I can't choose Spirit Song. So what would I choose defensive-wise? Yo, probably the Spirit Shield, yo. Maybe the Spirit Shield, you get the HP attack. Then again, like, it's not bad, but it's not built for him, though. Yo, man. Yeah, it's not built for him. It's not. I'm torn. I am torn. Maybe Angel Headband? But still, it's attack HP. Yo, Hero Clash, we're going to need another Holy Praise artifact that has HP damage reduction. We need something extremely powerful in the defense category for Holy Praise. Yo, let's make it happen, yo. Let's make it happen. It's not here. It's literally not here. Maybe Holy Wings? Just to get the dodge up? Yo, that might be the move, the dodge. Dude, yeah, I'll be honest, I'm torn right now. I'm torn. However, I'm not torn when it comes to the Abyss artifacts. Yes, we're giving away 2 Abyss artifacts when it comes to the Elite Wars / Majestic Mania. So if you have no idea what's going on, make sure you subscribe and just search around the channel when it comes to a future episode of the Elite Wars. And this Sunday when it comes to Majestic Mania Part 2. You might want to win an Abyss artifact, just saying. Anyway, so when it comes to this, what do I recommend for him? Dude, I think Eye of Destruction could be the move. You get the attack, you get the HP, you get the damage reduction, and you're reflecting damage back to the enemy, and you're getting 50% of attack recovery HP. Just saying. So if you have this on, you want to get that crit up, try to get that double, violent recovery. I think that'd be a good move. Let's see what else. Cursed Book, yes, 100%. You're getting the HP damage reduction and attack, 30%. And the best thing about this is the final one. It says when the wearer's HP drops below 50% of max HP for the first time, instantly restores 40% of max HP for 2 turns. This will make him last extremely long, depending on who the enemy is. Yo, I think my number 1 pick is going to be Cursed Book. I think my second pick is then going to be Destruction Eye, and then I could even see the flag, man. I could definitely see the flag, but crit resistance, yo. The flag, yo, yes. Here we go. Let me read this really quick. When an ally gains a shield, grant them an additional shield equal to 25% of the wearer's max HP. The shields last for 2 turns. So if you do rock out Devil's Flay, you're going to have someone on the battlefield that provides shields. Like, what's that hero's name? Lowercase God name. With the big fists. Her. Yeah, someone who provides a lot of shields. I think that would be the move. Yo, there's so many combinations. Dude, even Devil's Heart, yo, when it comes to level 30. Increase the received healing of all allies 50%. When HP falls below 50%, heal allies 50% of the wearer's max HP. The effect can only trigger once per battle. It's not too bad, but it wouldn't be my first choice. I think Cursed Book would be number 1. Number 2 would be the Flag if you're pairing up with people who deliver shields on that team. And then number 3 would be Devil's Heart. And then number 4 would be the Eye of Destruction, right? Dude, there's so many great combinations coming from this hero. Dude, this is a game changer. This is a game changer, yo. Okay, so now moving on to Gem. You're probably curious, yo, Trin, what do you recommend for gems? And 100%, I'm going to have to go with, for the 2 light stones, I'm going to have to go with the damage reduction, man. I think damage reduction is key. You want to get his HP super high, but you cannot ignore damage reduction. So I'm going to have to go with Dove Stone X2. That's going to give you 14% when you have 2 maxed out stones, right? When it comes to dark stones, I'm going to go with I'm going to have to go with Dragonstone. You get the HP, the speed, and the crit damage resistance. There's not too many good Darkstone choices that fit perfectly. So I'm definitely going to have to slap in... Actually, just kidding. Either Dragonstone or Orchid Stone, because you get that crit. If you get 2 crits, that's 14%. That's if you have a strategy on wanting to get that Violent Recovery, or pretty much Violent Recovery to get a double healing effect. So either Orchid or Dragon, depending on what your strategy is. I probably would choose Orchid over Dragonstone 100%. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with Orchid. And then when it comes to the 2 other stones where you can choose anything but the ones you already chose, if there's 2 of them, I'm gonna have to go with good old Galaxy Stone. You're getting the HP and the attack. I'm mainly just focusing on the HP. Okay, or you could go with HP speed too. Just saying. Yeah, I would go with Galaxy or Dragonstone. Yeah, one of those 2. You're going to want to focus on HP and get all the damage reduction you can. Okay? Now, when it comes to the Talisman, Strength and Defense level 2 at the start of the next turn. After an attack, increase damage reduction by 15% for 1 turn. Effects disappears after attacking. If he has a low speed and he goes last, then that is pretty cool. You're getting the damage reduction, 15%, not bad. Charged healing at the start of the turn. If energy is full, recover 5% of max HP for all allies. Ooh, that's interesting. But that probably would kick in on round 2 when he has full health, especially if you're not going against an enemy Geo or whatever. Then Shield Slam level 2, reduce AoE damage by 15%. I'm torn between Strength Defense and Charged Healing. Like I said, I don't think you're going to feed energy to him on round 1, so this would kick in on round 2. And then you're going to gain 5% of max HP for all allies. So... man, there's so many strategies. Like, what if you do feed energy into him on round 1? Then you just keep doing that. There's just so many that I would like to test out. So yeah, between Strength and Defense and Charge Healing. When it comes to the second skill, let's see, Holy Shield. When an ally gains a shield, increase max HP by 1% stack. Yo, Holy Shield. If you're working with shields, you know, you have heroes that grant shields. Yo, 100%. Yo, Holy Shield. If you can get that max HP up by 1%, 40%, 40 times, that's bonkers, yo. But if you don't have that shield strategy, then when casting an active skill, grant a mark of healing 2 turn cooldown to allies with the highest attack. Nah, I'm not feeling that one. When an ally recovers HP for the first time each turn, reduce the healing and shield strength of 2 random enemies by 25%. And it's not too bad. They're not bad talents, not bad skill sets. It's something you would have to test out to see how effective it is in whatever game mode you're in, you know. So right now, I'm probably sticking with Holy Shield with the shield strategy. And then I might dibble-dabble into Healing Prayer or Holy Smith. But right now, I'm going with Holy Shield, yo. And then when this comes out, which I don't know when that's coming up, 2025. Let's see, is there anything else I'm missing? So we covered gems, we covered... I really hope I'm not missing anything. Good. Is there anything else? You know, we already talked about the relics inside the skills. And yeah, I think that's it for this new hero. Yo, I think this hero is good, just saying. However, this is just my 3 cents. This is just my opinion. There's going to be other great opinions out there, so make sure you gather all the opinions up together and then make your own opinion based on what you think is best for your journey in Hero Clash. Now, moving forward to good old the Thanksgiving events. I'm not going to spend too much time on this because we are crushing it when it came to due diligence of the brand new hero. We got the skin pack. Let's see what they got. They have Deep Sea. Who is this? Yo, who is that? Yo, Hero Clash, who is this? Who is this? Valk. Yo. Oh, man. That's Valk? Yo. Stat bonus, 3% attack, 3% HP, 6% damage reduction. Not bad. Dude, she looks good. Yo. Shout out to the Hero Clash dev team that created her. Now, that's how you create an exclusive skin. Now, that's impressive. Yo, let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad at all. Moving on to good old... You know what? We got to see the... What? Yo, come on. This is going to be a grand slam. Please look good. Okay. The basic is good. I like the basic. Oh, I want to see the ulti. I want to see the ulti. Come on, show me the ulti.
Fury of the War Goddess.
Double kill.
Not a grand slam, not a home run. I'd give it a double. It's not bad. I think they could have added more detail to it. That dude, if that, oh man, They almost had a Grand Slam. They almost had a Grand Slam. They almost had a Grand Slam. That is insane, yo. Obtain to auto unlock Valk Deep Sea Melody. Yo. The skin looks better than the original skin, just saying, you know. Okay, moving on to quests. You guys already know, complete your daily, you know, routine, and then you can unlock all these goodies. Moving on to packs. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what we can unlock here. And it looks like it's one of those typical monthly events. It's not like one of the huge quarterly events where it's really big. So we have a side monthly event, which is, it's good. So I do recommend the Value Weekly Pass. And is, man, there's so much going on here. Let's cut. Give me the 5-piece. Ooh, let's go. Let's go, baby. And I do believe the next 1, 2, 3, 5 will cost, is it per day or something like that? Yeah, not bad though. So at least they got a good one, you know. The worst one would have been that, you know. Moving on to 7-day special. You're getting these cool beans. I do like these, not gonna lie. You're getting 165 turkeys in total. Okay. And then sign in. You guys already know my rule of thumb. I always wait to the very last day. If you're not doing calculations, if you are doing calculations, then you can calculate to where how many turkeys you need to get to where you want to get to. Then we got bingo. Yeah, every you can do this for free 100%. Ooh, they're giving a good one. Yo, Hero Clash. Okay. So make sure you compete every single day in Hero Clash. Complete your daily routine so you can unlock all these pumpkins 100%. Too easy, right? And moving on to Patch Harvest. Now you want to look at the select final prize. Let's see if there's any bamboozling going on here. 250, 500, 700, 1,000. At 250, you're getting the... This is the first one. The one I just reacted to was the second best one, which is still good because you have Porcelain in there. And then you got the Bunny in there. And then Winter's Wrath is right here as well. So this is the first best one. Okay, cool. And then 500... Pretty sure it's going to be the same. It's going to be the same 500. Yeah, so it looks like there's no bamboozling going on here, in my personal opinion. Yeah, there's not. So I think we have a solid event. Not going to lie. And then, yeah, that's pretty much about it. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of burnt out from, you know, Yord, dude. Oof, man, that was a lot. The longest video ever, probably. So overall, when it comes to the turkey event, the Thanksgiving event, there's probably gonna be a code too. Just saying, stay tuned for that. But overall, I give this event, just by looking at it, personal opinion, I give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's good. It's good for monthly events. And then to increase the future numbers of quarterly events, what Hero Clash does need to do is make deals better than this one. That's how a quarterly event should work. You know, it should be a, you know, the Christmas event or whatever. It needs to be a Grand Slam. There needs to be deals in there like, wow, we haven't seen this before. We need innovation when it comes to these events. But with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I know I did. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Happy Friday. See y'all on Sunday with Majestic Mania. I cannot wait. Greatness manifested.